Check, check, 1 2 1 2. Is this thing on? I think it is. I think it is. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on into the live stream and being here with the Crypto Lifer. We're about to keep it moving. And I got the doing damage mug. I'm drinking my lemon water. Shout out to Rodney Robinson in the game. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me. And that is your time. Without your time, everything, basically you can't do anything. Your time is how you have relationships, how you teach your kids what to do, how you go to work. Every trade, everything you do is a trade for your time. I hope you're trading your time wisely. I'm trying to do that right now for you. Let's keep it moving. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. I got 6 screens. We're going to look at all these 6 screens. We're going to take a look at the market. We're going to break it down right now. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's keep it moving. Stay motivated. Stay happy. Did you work out this morning? Pump up the body. Keep the blood flowing. They want you to be focused on the money. The money, the money, the money, the money. The money will come if you focus on yourself. If you focus on your health. If you focus on your vibration. Okay? Look at this. I was looking at this stuff. This is an interesting test of people's trust in their politician, the health system. We didn't do as well as I would have expected. People are not as dumbed down as we thought. Make it viral, right? Bill Gates is trending right now, and not for the best reasons here on Twitter. So, just funny. I always see what's trending on Twitter. We got Shiba Inu and Joe Rogan trending on Twitter. The SHIBARAMY trending on Twitter. SHIB holders. That's funny, man. Where's the SHIB army? So funny. 1.13 million SHIB Inu burned in the past 3 days. That's a lot of SHIB being burned. They're going to keep burning them. I want to thank you for all the love last night, Space. A lot of laughter and prizes. They did some SHIB giveaways. But SHIB, forget the moon. SHIB. Charts looking good. SHIB Army. Interesting. You already know what SHIB Sackjack is about to do. Anyway, SHIB. Shiba Inu is moving today. Or not moving, but we'll take a look at it in a second. But it's getting some buzz. It's trending. It is trending. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Can I get a roll call for the real lifers? We got Brian Shrimp. We got Rodney Robinson, Love Learning, Grace Ashley Harris, QF Stops, Philippe, my dude. Philippe nailed it on this short. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming on into the live. Appreciate you for being here. Calling yourself a crypto lifer and jumping on into the live stream. Bang, bang, bang for the $20 super chat, Bobby Fan. Great call on GARI USDT, Sam. Anytime, Bobby. Anytime. Thank you, Bobby Fan, for the bang, 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 the $20 on GARI. Much appreciated to you. We're talking about that, why I think it could continue to pump. There's 3 alts that are defying gravity right now. We're going to talk about them. We've been focused on them, and we're going to show you what they are today on the live. If you didn't know, there's 3 coins that keep pushing. 2 rods are better than 1. I always say, oh, wait a sec. That didn't come out right. Oh, my God. You guys are... Hi, everyone. Haven't missed a live since I started the Great Knowledge. An amazing place to be. Shout out to Wayne Mustafa in the house. Felipe, Neil Johnson, Anko Kusi Butsu, my dude, always here on the live. Appreciate you. Zero Allegiance, my man. How could we forget Lester Robles? Everybody here on the live, thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Sneaky Pete, Vaporizer, have a great week, Lifer. Thanks for being here. Shout out to Sneaky Pete in the game, coming through every single time. Love you all. Again, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say here should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. U.S. markets should be closed today for President's Day, right? Markets closed for President's Day, I believe. I should know, right? But that's what's cracking Monday morning. Markets are closed, okay? February 21st. There we have it. Okay. All right, so follow me at CryptoLifer33. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's take a look at what nobody wants to look at. The Bitcoin price. And do we V-shape recovery? What's happening? What do they do to us? Where's the manipulation? What is going down? So, here we go again. Dump, came back up. Dump, came back up. Let's see. You know, yesterday was crazy because look at this. I mean, this is why I do not like to trade Sunday night into Monday morning. Look at the volatility. You would have been up, down in the trade, then you would have been down. You would have been up in the short, then you would have been back in the short, then you would have been up in the short, then you would have back to break even. After all that, had you entered the short, you would have been and back to break even. Had you not taken profits quickly in the middle of the night. This is absurd. Who wants to be trading from 2 to 3 to 4, 5 in the morning all night long playing with these market makers in the Asian market? Not me, my friends. Not me. So again, we talked about this many times. It's starting to breach my trend line. To me, it already kind of did. Because now you have to go wide and excuse this other touch, which is a bit weird to me. But okay, 2 touches for this. This is really what we have to see happening here. It's an ascending triangle forming. And I had it yesterday, but in my mind, it really did break. Let's bring this, if we bring this up, to me, that was the trend, and it broke the trend, We could extend the trend, I guess, but to me, And it's not perfect, but it's almost the bearish retest. It tried to get back in the pattern, it could not. Now it's trying to get back in again. This is a strong level of support and resistance here at 39,000. When we broke 39,000 yesterday, sad business. We try to get back above it again right now, but you can see now this is just a resistance point here. See this? Really put it right here. 39,360 resistance there, a wick came close, and we're hitting that point right now again. So Bitcoin cannot seem to get above 39,300 area and hold. It needs to hold this level. It's where I want to see it actually maintain. And it hasn't maintained market structure in this point, and that is worrisome to me. All right? That is worrisome. All right? What do I do on days like today? I buy more Bitcoin. I just continuously buy more and more and more and more. I'm so hungry for that Bitcoin. I want to have 100 of them. I want to own 100 Bitcoin. Imagine that. And then it goes to $1 million. You will be worth 100 mil. I plan on being worth over 100 mil by 2030. I believe it's very, very possible. All I got to do is get out of the next bull run, whether it's 2022 or 2024, with $1 mil. Then 2028, right? We get to about 10 mil. I 10x that, which I think I'll be able to do more in between time too. But hey, if I just 10x $1 mil in 2028, I'll be sitting on 10 mil. And then all I got to do is on 2032 in the next bull run is 10x that. And by 2032, 2033, I'll be sitting on 100 mil. That's the easy way. I think, I could put a lot more pressure on myself and do a lot different things, get into some real estate, get into some other stuff, invest in some companies, become an angel investor. And I believe 100 mil by 2030 is very, very possible. Who's with me? Who's making 100 mil by 2030? And you know what? Screw the money, because they want us money hungry. Go after the energy, go after the vibe. I want to give away money to other people. I want to drill wells for people that don't have it. I can't do those things without money, sad to say. So I only want money to achieve my dreams, not to make money. Money is not what I want. Money is not what I'm going after. All right, but we're trying to hold this higher high here. You can see it, and so far we are holding. Where is support? Support's at 37,000, where we hit last night. So 37K did hold last night. We did bounce, but it's ugly. It's ugly. 1 hour's coming up. It didn't breach the dotted line, though. It could have some momentum. Lack of bullish momentum really didn't get much here on a cross on the MACD. So you can see, we just got a cross. Can it start to trade bullish? We are low. That's definitely a pickup point. See, that's a low point in the MACD, low point in the MACD. This falling wedge does want to break out 68% of the time. So there's a 68% chance that we break out of this wedge, okay? I'm just going by the TA. That's all I'm telling you. This is a falling wedge, and there's a 68% chance this breaks to the upside. All right? I'm just showing you the patterns. I'll get rid of this one, but I just wanted you to see what happened here, right? That's an M pattern. The M made the measured move. Here we had a bear pennant that we talked about that was going to break to the downside. It did exactly that. Just trust the TA, everybody. Put out a pattern, and the pattern should go the way it's supposed to go. So look, this was a shoulder that was possibly ahead, as I was talking about, and it just gave way. We bounced right back up, though. You can see that's complete manipulation against the leverage traders. If you were leverage trading short or long, you got rocked in the early hours of the morning. Definitely did. So again, MTV up 14%. So some alts are actually pushing up. UOS, which has been on my radar for a while, that thing just keeps continuing to push up. I got 3 coins that have defied gravity. They continue to pump to the upside regardless of what the market is giving us. 3 coins that continue. We're going to get into them. If you want to see the 3 coins, please hit the like button. We got to get the likes up to a certain point. And shout out to the lone $20 super chat, man. People used to throw me super chats. I guess when the bear market comes in, people's wallets get turned into ice cold, man. Yikes. Hey, I'll keep showing up every single day no matter what. It's not about the money. It's about the energy, the vibration, and the push. Do you have the push? Do you have what it takes to fight through these markets? Are you mentally tough to make it through these tough? I'll tell you what. It's not always that easy for me. Some days I'm looking at my portfolio. I'm looking at what happened to my long-term holds. It is not easy, my friends. It is not easy. But again, I've been there so many times, and I fight through. I fight through. Imagine this. Buying Cardano at 2 cents, watching it go to $1.31. Watching it come all the way back down to 6 cents, 5 cents. Buying back it at 8 cents, and then watching it rip to $3. I'm telling you, I've been there so many times. Now it just kind of, it is what it is. So again, this is a falling wedge. We got 1, 2, 3 touches now on the wedge. Even though they're kind of jammed up, there's 3 touches on the wedge, and we're pointing to the upside. 4 hour, however, I don't like what happened in the 4 hour. Very strange oscillation. The 4 hour doesn't usually oscillate this fast, meaning it doesn't go up and down like that. Like usually it goes up. It takes a little time, comes down. But look at this. This is just a really, like, it was an 8 hour. Look at this. Last up here on the stochastics RSI, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 40 hours, right? You get at least 10 to, it's usually at least 12, 16 to 40 hours on the movement of the stochastics RSI on the 4 hour. And look, we came up here. That was just like 1, 2, 3, 12 hours. Then we dumped for an hour. One candle took this whole thing down. It's very rare. Usually it's like a movement. So this is strange behavior right now for the oscillations here on the 4 hour time frame. Also, we got very low. Now we got some divergence here. Look at the divergence on the 4 hour that has occurred. You have swing down from point to point. What is divergence? Divergence is when you go from one point on the price action. So this low to this low, these swings, and you draw a line and you get a downward angle, right? And then you draw the same lines here to the upside and you get an upward momentum. That is bullish divergence. Tells us that the trend should pump to the upside. Doesn't always happen. And again, even if you like right here, we had bullish, it gives you a pump. Doesn't mean it's going to give you extended protection against any downside. It just gives you a pump. However, when you do find the bottom, you will find it with divergence. So it doesn't always mean it's the bottom, but when the bottom does occur, you will find it with the divergence. So there was divergence right there. We pumped. Here we're getting it again. We did already pop. And so now you got your support and resistance, and you can see we just did not get above 39,000 again. We seem to be getting rejected again by 39K. The 4 hour starting to turn here, looking very, very bearish. That's a bearish sign, and now anything is possible. We could get a push up to the upside. That's why I go to the smaller time frames, and I want to see the health of the move here. So we look here, and we want to see what we're seeing. Of course we do, right? But we see we got a bit of a bowl. We got a bowl here. Let me put that back because I'm not sure what I moved yet. So you got almost an Adam and Eve double bottom here, but it's just shady. Doesn't look too nice. You could kind of cup and handle this. This is what's funny. Look at this. It reacted very similar to a cup and handle, I have to admit. Most people would say it's not a cup and handle, and I get that. Although I've backtested what most people haven't backtested. So, like, if I sat in my room and I backtested a bunch of things in the charts and nobody knew them but me, no one has to know them but me. That's the beauty of the charts. They'll give you insight that only the person that found the insight will have. No one else has to know. I share this stuff with you guys, but I don't have to. Should have probably kept it to myself. But again, look, we got tweezer tops here on the 15-minute, and we're overbought. That's highly likely a dump to the downside, and you're away from the 21-day moving average. My system, we're going to have to come back down to the 21. We did break above the 200, okay? Signs of life, but again, we're overbought, So a little push up for Bitcoin. We pumped from the 37,400 all the way back up to 39,000. Nice pump in the morning. Wall Street got bored, decided to do something. But look, that's a cup and handle. It's a slanted cup and handle. See how it played out? Okay. But again, rejection by the previous resistance point here at 39,000. This is actually a zone. Let's put a zonage in there. But this is why we're struggling, because we can't break a previous high when the oscillators oscillate back up. So what's going to happen? Well, I would draw a flag right now to stay. If I think we're somewhat bullish, I would draw a flag. If we're bearish, we're just going to keep getting rejected and bounce to the downside. Okay. Down, down, down again. Make a lower low. Okay. So definitely bearish tones. And I'm getting the reminiscence of the 2017 rally when it started to just dump. I'm telling you right now, like, I could see this keep going all the way down to 10K, 20K. Is 10K possible? I want everyone to know that it is. I see a lot of YouTubers saying, I don't think it's going low. MM Crypto, I actually don't mind Chris. He's a good guy. He's like, and you might have different views. I don't think he's bad. It is what it is. Like, he does push the links, whatever. I don't judge other people. I think he shows up every day, makes a video. He does what he does. I don't judge others, Again, I don't do exactly what he does, right? So I'm not saying I condone everything, but I don't judge him. I think he's a cool dude. Anyway, from there, what I want to point out is this. Don't listen to any YouTuber who says, I think the price isn't going to go here or just can't. Someone today on my channel was like, alts can't go any lower. They just can't go any lower because, believe you me, everything can go lower than you think. It can always get worse. Let me say that again. It can always get worse. The price can always go lower than you thought it can. I don't know how many times in my life I looked at there's no way Bitcoin will go. I'll never see Theta below $8 again, I said. I'll never see Theta below $12. Impossible. Such a great project. Look at it. It's undervalued at $8. I'll never see VeChain back below 10 cents. Cardano will never break $2 again now that it's up at $3. Never. See what I'm saying? People would take those out of context. They'll take those. That's what he said now. I was making an example of what I said. The point of the story is you never use don't use the words gonna, can't. Play the charts. Just play the charts every single day. If the charts start showing you that support is breaking and you're at 20K, then yeah, you could see 10K. And we don't know right now. Maybe support breaks all the way to 25. We don't know right now. There is strong support at 38,000, which we're holding, but you can see there's also super resistance here. We cannot break above this 39K resistance. It's tough. And it reminds me a lot of 59K. And now look at this too. This was a level we just 40,000 became an issue. 40,000 got rejected here, 40,900, then 40,000. Now it's this. And you can see we just keep getting rejection points. Because look at this short, man. Just a beautiful short. Just continuing every time you can't get above a rejection point. Like here, look. You hit resistance too many times. You couldn't break it. Try to get above it. Try to get above it. Try to get above it. Try to get it. And you rolled over. Okay? Try to get above it. Try to get above it. Try to get above it. You rolled over. Try to get above it. Try to get above it. Try to get above it. You rolled over. Try to get above it again. I don't know. This is tough. This is tough. And I'm not trying to be a bear. I'm just showing you what I see in the market. Just like when we're running to the upside, I'm able to pick it out. I'm able to figure out when we're running to the downside. I can find the trend. And right now, we're getting rejected by top trend line. Look, here's 1, 2, 3. We're at the top of this trend line, and we're getting rejected by 39,000. Not a good look. The only way out of this is if we flag out and we remain tough in this flag. So draw your flag on the 15-minute and see if we can stay sideways before we touch the 21-day moving average. In my mind, it's more likely we come down because we're so far away from it. Usually when we're far away in that moment, we're going to come down to touch it. So we'll see. But right now, I am sideways for the 15-minute, which will take 2 to 3 hours. So watch Bitcoin go sideways or slightly down as it's getting rejected by that point again. Could not get above the zone. 1 hour wants to push to the upside. All right. So that's somewhat bullish. So let's see what the 15-minute can do. 1 hour still on our favor. So 1 hour could get us up there. The 1 hour has like six more hours of love if we can get a push to the upside. Boom, 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 boom. So it's not over yet. So again, we broke back above 38,000. Let's take that as our gimme, like our hopeful support zone, right? So we are back above 38K. We did get rejected by 39K. So here's the deal, everybody. We stay above 38K, we can remain bullish. It's that simple. We break 38K, we're looking back down here at 37, and then we're looking back here at 30, even more lows. So just be careful. All right. This is the wackest song. It doesn't fit in the. Okay, so I do see tweezer tops in the 1 hour. I don't like seeing that. We got sold off really hard just now from that resistance point. So we shall see. The 15-minute, the 7-minute will really show you what we do, what kind of flag we make, what happens. You can see the flag actually starting here on the 7-minute time frame. So watch your flags. I set alerts on the 7-minute. Wait for it to come down. Set alerts on the 15-minute. Wait for it to come down. When these two alerts hit, I'll be able to kind of reassess what's happening for Bitcoin. This is my system. I put alerts on the stochastics RSI while I project. I play with the price action and how it interacts with the moving averages, specifically the 21-day moving average, and it can give me a hint of what's happening in the market. Also, look, this was a falling wedge that broke up to the upside Bitcoin. So that's Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell today. We go to the daily time frame, right? The daily's overbought, and we're hugging a macro higher low. There's a low. There's a low. We are hugging a macro higher low. I'm going to take a look at that on a cleaner chart. Let's take a look at the daily time frame for a split second here for Bitcoin. I'm very thorough, so my TA takes is thorough. All right. Here we had it yesterday. This is kind of what I broke down and what I was looking at, you know? And it was the bulls need these two levels back to stop more downside. We need to get back above 39,100 and back above 42K. We have support at 36,875 and we have support at 34,600. This will be true until these levels break. If these levels break, we'll start more, you know, I'll look at the chart again and I'll position ourselves for more downside targets. And if not, but this nothing has changed with this. This is still 100% viable. Bulls need these two levels back to stop more downside. We do see a massive wick on the daily. That's a good sign. The wick theory. Here we had a massive wick we pushed up. Here we had two massive wicks we pushed up. The wicks do push us to the upside. Can the daily time frame get us out of this? However, what I have seen, we could get a push up here and do something like this, and you could see even more downside first before we start to level out and go back to the upside. Maybe we want to make a giant double bottom. That's possible. We could still be bullish after 34,600 dump. So remember, you got to remain open-minded to anything. Are we going down to 10K? I'm open-minded to that. It could happen. Are we going up to 70K? I'm open-minded to that. It could happen. I don't tell myself I know where price action is going to go. All I do is look at the oscillators that I've learned, and I go by the probability that they give me. Right now, the daily is suggesting that there's a higher probability we break up out of this falling wedge to the upside. Okay, however, we're going to have to get through the minutia of the 1 hour and the 4 hour. And we're going to have to figure out these smaller time frames first before we can lead on in to where we're going to go. As well as, listen, this 3-day chart is not looking good and pushing to the downside. That also suggests more downside, possibly to $34,000. We could even see us going all the way back down to 30K. BOOKMAP does suggest we could go to 30K. There's a $500 Bitcoin order sitting at 40K. We'll take a look at BOOKMAP in a second here. Show you where the liquidity rests on Coinbase USD. All right. All right, everybody, we're getting through the motions. We're getting through it. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and calling yourself crypto lifers. I only need 4 million. Hey, I made $32,000 in 3 days. Blessings, Taylor. That's amazing. Yeah, sounds nice, but I'm not a market maker, DX. I just gonna be free by 2030. I just want to be free by 2030. You will, man. Wow, loving the goal. I'm with you. Yep, on my way to the gym now, Rodney. I feel you on that pre-workout. Stuff makes my skin crawl, bro. Not because I thought so, but because the stochastics RSI was saying it's a good idea. Exactly. Do not use your brain. Oh, I think it's... No. Exactly, Crazy Biddy. Bobby Fan, my man. But it was good to see and good to be a part of, so I know what to expect. Yeah, the weekend was crazy. I couldn't stay up. Entered right before the nice big green candle on Bitcoin. Exactly. Bitcoin to 40K on the 7-minute. Anything is possible. 22,500 Lifer subscribers. Thank you. Please click the subscriber button if you have not. It truly supports the Lifer community and the lifers. Thank you. I'm just reading through. Zelda Inu pump to your target. I salute you. Unbelievable. Let's take a look at Zelda Inu pumping to the target. Unbelievable. Hey, we're going to find the calls in the channel no matter what. We're going to find the setups that pay us. No matter what, we're going to work so hard. No matter what, we're going to work so hard. We cannot be denied. Let's take a look at coin market cap. Let's flick out DEX screener as well. Let's see what's happening. Wow, heavy liquidity here. Heavy liquidity. Let's see what we got going down. Okay. Now this guy's got an order here to sell 160 Bitcoin at 45,000. He's still killing it. This dude wants to buy 500 Bitcoin at 30K. 120 Bitcoin at 30K. 27,005. This guy, there's 160, 147. There's about 1,000 Bitcoins between $30,000 and $35,000. There's a huge order there. There's an even order down here, 20K and 25K. So there's between $35,000 and $20,000. We got about 1,200 Bitcoins sitting on the ledger, trying to get picked up, trying to jump on into a long. Now, what that tells me is that they want people to think the liquidity is going down here, so they want us to short the market. They may erase those and pump us right back to the upside. Anything is possible, okay? Look at that. So some action just came in here. 200 Bitcoins, buy or sell orders here. Some action just came in here at 38,900. Battling for the 39K area on BOOKMAP. Craziness. Put BOOKMAP over here for a split second. Have a great weekend, Reek Lifer. Thanks for being here. Anytime, man. Much appreciated to you and yours. Thank you for the $99 super chat from Crypto Rich, too. Hey, Sam, shout out to you and all the hard work. Do you see an M pattern on the daily starting February 4th? Thanks. And much love to you. Nobody wants to sell any Bitcoin at 30K. Buyers are irrelevant. Welcome to the most volatile asset class in the world. Buckle up and enjoy the ride. Shout out to Crypto MUSER in the game. As fast as it can go down, it can go up. As fast as it can go up, it can go down. Remember that. 38,900 battling. But again, this is really the levels that you want to see. Here's our support. Here's our resistance. These are the local levels that matter. Bulls need these levels back to continue the bull run or a bull run or to start some type of bullish momentum. Because right now, I believe we're in everyone says, are we in a bearable market? What's your final take on it? I mean, a bear market to me is multiple lows and for more than 3-4 months. I mean, we've been in a bear market since we crashed below 59K and really couldn't get above it. To me, that was bearish, and we've been bearish ever since. Till we couldn't get above, it's been bearish, right? Yeah, don't miss the falling wedge by pushing too complex, you know. Okay, so here we go. This is what we're looking at. This is the chart really that you can follow. This will follow, you know, this is simple for beginners to follow, this chart. So this is nice and easy. I know I do a lot of in and outs and moving all around. So this is nice and easy here just to break it down for you. All right, so you can see what's happening. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much for everyone tuning on in. 288 people on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate that. Only 140 people. If you're watching on your phone, you kind of flip away the comment section, hit the like. It would be awesome. If you're in your car, pull over for a second. If you're just listening with a family or friend, find your phone. Go find that thing. Hit the like button, please. I'd greatly appreciate it. All the comments are awesome. I really appreciate that too. Send in the comments. Keep it moving. Much respect to you and yours. Okay. Okie dokie. Litecoin at $111, man. Thank God I sold that Litecoin, man. Amazing, right? Insanity. Insanity. Okay. What are the hot coins right now? I'll tell you right now. UOS just continues to kick major bot, It's forming some strong lines of support and resistance. 3 days getting overbought, though, which does worry me. We didn't get above some resistance point. I'll tell you right now, I'm not, it's like you don't know everything, but when the 3 day, again, it's just, I'm getting better and better at TA every day, okay? And so every once in a while, I have aha moments that are deep, they're deep aha moments. They hurt because I can usually kind of get a higher probability of what's happening. For instance, when the 3 day chart gets this high and it doesn't get above a previous high, it's likely you're going to dump. And this is telling me that UOS is kind of probably coming down for more downside. However, if we can get above this, then we can pump. But again, we're at a standstill, and usually, so we need to see the miracle move to the upside here. So I wouldn't even touch UOS till it came on and then bounced off 133. If it uses that as support, then I'm in. If not, down to the downside. So you don't have to force any trades at all. You just wait for support and resistance to get confirmed. Okay, you can see right here, we're getting resisted here. Major downside on the 4 hour. And the 1 hour wants to push, so, you got mixed signals. So what I do when I get mixed signals, fine, you might get a push up here on the 1 hour. It could happen. But I trust the 4 hour, and I wait for the 4 hour to show me what it can do. If the 1 hour can get, and then I look at support and resistance. It's all about, can you get above here? But US has been hot. It's been on my radar as a hot coin, but now it's starting to struggle a little bit here. Can't get above that resistance point, okay? And XIA chain. Let's talk about AXE. XIA just continues to freaking impress me. No matter what the market does, it keeps hitting the next target. Shout out to anyone that jumped into XIA with us. Again, another 16% gains, and we're going all the way to 29. We're on our way, baby. This thing has not stopped. Fine, a little bit of a dip, got bought right back up. This thing continues to move to the upside. AXC on KuCoin, I'm telling you right now, we got in at 370. It's at 1257. I see it going all the way up here to 1364. Every single time we've charted it, we've hit it. It's the gift that keeps on giving. We talked about a retest there. Bang, bang, bang. XIA chain just keeps ripping. So again, I don't know what to say. There's nothing I can say. But this thing is just so magnanimously insane. XIA chain. Could it have a big crash one day? Anything is possible, but this thing is just continuously consolidating and moving on up. We talked about it back down at 370. This thing's been going up ever since. XIA chain. We talked about ACT, not to be confused with the CIA chain, A chain, which is funny how they're really close, right? These are both pretty bullish projects right now. Let's take a look at what we see here. I already kind of had a movement there. I drew this fib from this level here, from this impulse to here. And look, we are sitting with a double bottom on the 618, which is amazing, right? We dipped into the golden pocket there. That was the golden pocket in between these two lines. ACT chain, okay? You can kind of say, tough pattern because you don't have much to go on. I'm going to have to look at a smaller time frame just to see if I can get some touches here. That's what I want. Okay, here we go. And use smaller time frames to assess the situation, see what you see happening. Sad to say, I mean, that's to me a descending triangle because you got a flat bottom coming down, and that is a bearish pattern that breaks to the downside. You also have the 15-minute saying it wants to dump, but you didn't get above previous highs. So wouldn't be surprised if this thing tries to dump its way out of the pattern, but we shall see. 15-minute, like, could it dump out of here? Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour's oversold. Wants to pump on out, but again, it's got to hold this level. So if in the next few hours you see this hold, it could double bottom. But again, this level is a big, big deal. If Bitcoin dumps, it'll take it down with it. But this has been showing signs of strength. It's been pushing up to the upside today. MTV was up 18%. It was just up 18%. Now it's only up 8%. Just got wicked off support there too. However, it does want to push up to the upside. It did break above this resistance, MTV. I hold a big old bag of Multivac. I believe in the project. Think it's going to do well in the coming few years. I really like Multivac. Could be around longer than you realize. Took a bounce here. There's a higher low there as well. It all depends if it can make a third higher low. It's got to stay above this 9 area. It's got to. XVS has also been it did a beautiful pump, came back down. Everything's just been giving it back up. Now it's back in the base pattern that it was in to begin with. XVS, just something to think about because it was hotter than most coins. All right. And let's look at our baby GARI, Shingari. And let's see what's going on with GARI. And now it's flagging. This thing is looking very, very bullish. We hit our target here for 87% gains. What I like to do is after we hit the target, bang, bang, bang. Shout out to anyone that jumped into GARI. We hit it for 87% gains. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. And while the rest of the market was screaming, whining, and crying, we were able to pick out coins that mattered. And hey, sometimes I only, talked about 1 or 2 coins. We talked about this thing when it first started coming out too. So what you do is you look at a big time frame. The 1 hour is like the daily right now, and you set your support and resistance lines. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. Okay. What you can also do is you can pull a fib here and see it probably came to the 0.5 of the 382. Look at that. It came right down there to the 0.5, in between the 0.5 and the 618. You could extend this now, and you can see it actually, could it come back down to the 618 or the 0.5 again? Just something to think about. Now, check this out. That's a bull flag. Very bullish right now. Very, very bullish. This thing is defying gravity, does not care about the rest of the market. This is the next trade here that I see happening for GARI. Jerry, whatever you want to call it. GARI. I think it's called GARI. Yeah, like Shingari. Shingari. Shing, right? Now, 4 hour is high, but it could get above the dotted line and give us a little momentum. It does have to eventually come back down to the 21-day moving average. So keep that in mind. 1 hour may not get enough momentum to crack through that 4 hour. We shall see. We shall see. Here's a trade that I see happening that is very possible, but it's higher risk because the 4 hour is not in your favor. Remember that. Higher risk, 4 hours not in your favor. It's a 3-to-1 risk score ratio, which 13.13 to get 41.32. But again, just watch it. Anything is possible. And the market's very, very sketchy. But if I had to make a play, if there was anything that was on my radar, it would be Gary. All right? It would be Gary. But again, mind you that 4 hour is hot. Let's see if we can break this all-time high, come back down for support, and bounce. That would make it above a bean or going to that 98-cent region and get it above the bean, right? The Landau pumping hard right now. GM Nomads. Now that rent is out. Let's get this Dow pumping. The Landau. Got a token too, I guess, for staking, but small following, 30-year follow. Interesting. Okay. How's everybody doing today? How we all feeling? Are we mentally tough? Are we staying mentally tough? Are we hanging in there? Shout out to everyone on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Who's jumping into crypto for the first time this week? Remember, we got people that are just jumping into crypto. Great time to jump into crypto, right? To start DCAing into a project. Again, do whatever make you happy. I'm not a financial advisor, but for me, if I just got in, this would be a great time to DCA into cryptocurrency. A couple hundred here, a couple hundred there. That's how I do it. I buy Bitcoin slowly but surely, constantly, over and over and over and over again until I build a bag. Okay? MDT has been known to pump as well. We got that nice 16% since then. It's been in the dump easy. Interesting. My goodness. Wow. Hot coin up a little bit. I mean, that was like the first coin I ever bought, I remember, on Bittrex. So funny. Funny, UOS did get a little bit of a punch here. 1 hour does want to fly. Can it push? Again, all it has to do is break above 137. Or even 130. Yeah, 136, 130. I want to see it break above that resistance, and this thing would fly. But it's got to get above that resistance. Not a lot of action today in the market. Remember, world markets are also closed today with the Dow being closed. I think there might be other markets open, but the Dow is closed today for sure. Okay. Telcoin, AXC, CTK, which is Nervos, right? Or no, CKB is Nervos. CTK is the CertiK. RFox, which is a great project. Cake still holding 7 cents, $7.34. Cake. Unreal, though. Like, I'm just like in a bit of amazement at what happened to the market in the last few weeks. Just like, I'm so busy just doing the tutoring, doing the session. I used to just only focus on just the market, but now it's like, you know, we're looking at sessions, tutoring. It's just like time flies so fast when you work hard. It just keeps going and going and going. It's just next thing you know, it's gone. I mean, it's insane. Soon February will be over. I feel like we just started the year. I'm just looking around at the market right now, and wow, I mean, Iris, basic attention token back to 71. One back to 15, getting pounded to the ground. I mean, Harmony won and had so much. Doesn't matter, man. An alt will just get pounded to the ground. Phantom, even trying to gain some strength here, but Phantom, again, if Phantom can't break back above this level, look for more downside for Phantom. Let's take a look at what we see for, Phantom, look, rejected here by 180. And take a look at the 4 hour, and yeah, you're pushing up with not much resistance. I mean, yikes. The daily is low, but the 3 day, like I talked about, now the 3 day is low, unlike a lot of other coins, actually. Okay. Actually, Phantom may be finding a bit of a bottom with a higher low here. 5 day has to remain above 152, 153. Or actually, I'll even move that up. I mean, I feel like that has to hold, that level 164. We break 164, we're easily coming back down to 131 for Phantom. But it is showing a higher low, trying to make it out of this cup and handle for Phantom, back up here to $4.12. Let's take a look at XRP, as XRP's been kind of defying logic and looking a lot different than all the other coins as well. XRP, let's take a look at XRP on KuCoin, where it can still be traded as well. Never got delisted on KuCoin. Shout out to KuCoin for keeping it real. You can always jump in on XRP on KuCoin, right? So it's still trading to this day. They were unfazed. So what we like about XRP, it's consolidating very, very nicely into this flag. And it's kind of showing signs of like there could be something brewing here for XRP. Okay. Some might argue descending triangle because the bottom is flat, and I'd somewhat agree with that. That could be a bearish pattern where we do have slightly higher lows than this point. Like, right? Look at that. Slightly higher, slightly higher. Wish they were a little more angled to the upside so you didn't get that in-between feeling of like, is it a bull pennant? Is it a descending triangle? Okay. But to me, bull pennant, and as long as we hold these levels, so it's all about just holding the level. We hold 76, then there's a chance we start to make it up, and we can get back above $1 to $1.02 for XRP. So that's the measured move I'm looking at. That's something that's possible. How much gains could that be? I mean, 78 to a bean, you're looking at 22, about 20, yeah, 30%, 31.9% gains for XRP if it could break on out of this. Big level of support resistance that it's been holding for a while. Also, even though Bitcoin dumped, it didn't dump. Case is coming to fruition. More news as we went over yesterday too as well. I hope you liked that Lifer Cypher live stream. Shout out to everyone who jumped in. We got like 4,000 or 5,000 views yesterday on the channel. Unbelievable. I think that was the most Lifer Cypher views the Lifer Cypher ever got as well. So that's awesome. Most people watching the Lifer Cypher ever as well. Really, really like that to it. So let's take a look at what we see. A plea for help in Ottawa. I mean, that's so sad. People are pleading for help. Should we be concerned about Pulse Chain? That's funny. It's probably a good idea to watch that video. Siobhan ain't bad. Funny dude, right? He did have to go through a lot. I mean, with that BitConnect and all the craziness that he went through. Insane. But I do, as crazy as he is, he was like one of the first people to introduce me to crypto. Like, he started playing with it, right? So shout out to 22,562 followers. Thank you so much for the love. I greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. What was I doing here? Oh yeah, I wanted to go back here to, I just wanted to thank everyone for the views. Unbelievable. Yesterday was a great day. It was Sunday, but we worked hard. Worked super hard, keeping it moving. And I've been listening to these serotonin frequency, dopamine, endorphin release. Those are awesome. Check them out if you ever get a chance. All right. Bitcoin bears take over. 10K really. 3 alts that keep pumping. Cryptocurrency Live, episode 386. And we're labeling these episodes, as you can see, 386, 385, 384, 382. We do not take a day off. Haven't taken a day off in over a year. And I've been live streaming for 2 years now, but over a year, we haven't taken a day off. 386 days straight without a day off. Unbelievable. Bitcoin bears take over. Well, look, 3,000 views on last night's live stream. Amazing. And 2,000 views. Look, that's amazing. Amazing. 5,000 views on a Sunday. Much appreciated to each and every one of you. Thank you very much. Okay, so XRP looking pretty sweetly. Let's take a look at what else we can see here in the markets. I'm going to take a look at the dollar index, which, is it moving today? I don't think it is, because we're kind of, I don't know, but the dollar has to move at all times, right? So I feel like the dollar is moving, but yeah, the dollar's moving. So the dollar, I mean, you can't stop currency markets, right? Despite the world market closing down. I mean the US, the Dow Jones. So the dollar, let's get out of the 1 minute, shall we? So the dollar, as you can see here, it's been, let's see. I just like starting from scratch. I go to the 3-day or the daily chart. I see what I'm looking at. The bigger the better for a bigger asset. I mean, an asset that's been around a long time like the dollar, the bigger the time frame, the better. This is suggesting it does want to pump. Look at this. It's making a kind of a symmetrical triangle, or, you know, it's kind of a bull pennant in my humble opinion. I've seen these break out many times. It's pushing up on the 3-day chart, suggesting that it does want to move. I mean, this would be very, very tough for Bitcoin. Very, very tough for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's 3-day chart is also not looking so healthy. That's tough. I mean, that's worrisome, I have to be honest. Also, the daily suggests that we will break out of this. We've been watching this pennant for a while now. It's been shaping in many different ways, but it's continuously staying in a consolidative movement here. So the dollar index says it suggests it wants to bump here on the 4-hour as well. Look, it coming down with a bullish cross right there. Yikes. I would like to get rejected by 97, but the dollar looking strong right now. We look at the 1 hour, suggested, okay. So it checks today, we may get a dump. So the dollar could pump up a little bit, but then reset. That takes about 5 to 10 hours, depending. Usually, the stochastics RSI takes about 5 to 10 hours, depending, to play out in the way it does right there. So we're going to watch that do its thing. When that comes on down, we're going to take a look at it again, but that is a catalyst for a break back up to the upside. So we'll see what the dollar does. Highly likely to just consolidate before its next bigger move. 4-hour and daily both want to push to the upside. That is worrisome. As well as the 3-day chart. I mean, Show me the charts and I'll show you the news. The chart suggests that the dollar is going to pump strong. And we're going to, it's saying that we're going to see some more or fear from war because the people are going to take a safe haven in the dollar. That's what the charts are telling us. So show me the charts and I'll show you the news. If the charts show that a lot of people are running into dollar, then it's going to tell us that we may get that push. Something may happen that we don't want to see happen. I'm just pointing that out there. I'm not trying to be a naysayer. I'm just trying to use the charts to convey the news. And that's why we don't wait for the news to tell us the news. We tell the news what the news is going to do. I'll tell the news that, oh, you're going to come out next week and you're going to tell us that blah, blah, blah. Why? Because the dollar's going to pump. And for the dollar to pump, we need to see fear in the regular market. So we need to see a dump in the bigger market for the dollar to pump up to the upside, right? We go to the weekly, though, which is a big time frame, all right? And we've even reset down here on the dollar on the weekly. However, Bitcoin's even low on the weekly. We're getting mixed signals here on the... Actually, no, yeah, we're getting mixed signals on the weekly time frame. But we just entered this. We could stay down here for a little bit of a time, you know? So then it goes to support and resistance. Can the dollar get above 96? If it can't, all right? And we got a beautiful rejection there by 97.37, came right back down into the pattern, okay? We're a bit of a cup and handle there forming as well, so not good signs. You definitely want to keep that on your radar. Not looking too safe, right? The weekly for Bitcoin dominance wants to dump. When Bitcoin dominance lets go, it's alt season, or it's just completely bear market. Like, those are two times. Sometimes it's an alt season, or it's just completely bearish. Like the whole market dumps. People are getting out of, they're going into the US tether. So look, the weekly suggests a dump for Bitcoin dominance. Now, if you look at tether dominance, you look at this on the weekly, US tether dominance, it's also kind of high, which is weird, but it's on a high momentum. Does suggest, though, eventually we will dump, which could get a nice move for Bitcoin. Some mixed signals in the market, but I definitely see some things that make me very cautious. Very, very cautious. Let's take a look at the entire market cap of cryptocurrency total, which shows us where all the money is and what's going on with total. The entire market cap. What did we get rejected by? What levels do we need to see? What levels are important to watch? So look, we formed this falling wedge, which suggested we could break up. We did break up, but we got rejected by $1.75 trillion. We came down and we bounced by 169. We got a little lower at a wick, but we bounced right back up. Now we're sitting in between 1.75 and 1.69 trillion. With the 4-hour trying to roll over on us, highly likely we do roll over more to the downside. If you know, that's the most likely scenario. Okay. Daily does want to push up to the upside. We could get a move for the daily. Let's see what happens on the 4-hour first. So again, and the 1-hour wants to push. So here's the deal. I watched the 1-hour, smaller time frame, to see what it can give us. Okay. If we can break above here, it's be better for when the 4-hour flips on us and decides to take us down. All right, so then we can come down. Maybe we bounce here or we bounce there or there. So if the 1-hour can get us above this or this level, 175 and 181, 179, be beautiful, right? That's like our hope. That's a Hail Mary. Like, if not and we get rejected, 4-hour takes over, we see more downside. It'd be beautiful if we just double bottom here, and that's when the daily kicks in. The 4-hour ends up oversold as well, and then the daily pushes up to us to the upside. That's the best thing that could happen, is basically a double bottom here off 169. That's the best bearish thing that could occur. We break that level, though, we see more downside, back to 161 possibly, and even more. So I'll be watching this closely. We'll keeping you updated every single day up to the moment. But 169 really needs to hold here. That's a big deal, and I would love if we get back above 175. That's what we're looking at for the entire market cap of cryptocurrency. The weekly for it does suggest that we're very, very low and eventually going to get a reset. But again, we're closer to the bottom than the top. But again, the weekly could stay down here for a few more weeks. I mean, it doesn't guarantee that we've reversed. However, when we look at the weekly, let me show you something. I'll clean this chart off. I'll look at the Bittrex chart here on the weekly, and we'll delete everything but price action just so you can see it in all its entirety, right? Nice and clean. But when you look at the weekly here, okay, suggests that we're getting a bearish cross. Now look at that. See that? That's no good. That's no good. Bearish cross right there. And we can start doing something like this. So and we're not making previous highs. Very nasty. These two wicks are very, 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 very disturbing. I mean, you talk about tweezer tops to the bottom, and we needed another green candle for things to look nice, and then we just got tweezer bottom. And again, bottom. That really tells you more downside. I mean, it's pretty simple, right? Tweezer bottoms on the week, tweezer tops on the weekly, downside. Like tweezer tops on the weekly, downside. Tweezer tops on the weekly, downside. You know? Tweezer tops on the weekly, downside. Tweezer tops on the weekly right there, downside. You know? So we needed to remain multiple candles to the upside to build. We did not do that. All right, and you can see there's extreme weekly resistance now at 42,000. I mean, we that's it. We couldn't get above that resistance, more downside. You got your support here, and this is the zone we're in. So we're in a very indecisive moment for the market, right? And we got the fear of we got so much surrounding us. At the end of the day, I look at the long-term idea that Bitcoin is the scarcest asset in the world. They cannot print it to zero. In my humble opinion, like they can print the dollar. They cannot keep printing Satoshis. There's only so many Satoshis that can come out of Bitcoin, and it's been known and determined. So that scarcity, that movement in itself is kind of what we're looking for, and we're hanging on to this hidden bullish divergence here, hanging on by a thread. But again, I've seen it play out many, many times. It's very rare that it doesn't. But again, this low can't break. So basically, it's like either we double bottom at 36 or we see more downside. Like we break 36, to me, it's highly likely we go to 29, 30K. So we're very, very close to more downside for sure. Let's see what the 1 hour can do for Bitcoin. All right, let's see what the 1 hour can do for Bitcoin. But that's kind of world markets in a nutshell. We can't look at the Dow today because we can't tell you what the Dow is going to do. However, let's look at what might happen tomorrow morning. The Dow is pushing up. Suggest that we start tomorrow bullish. I can't, that's just what the Dow says. That's what the charts say. Charts say we open up bullish. Look, I'll push up on the 1 hour and a double bottom here as well. That could be a shoulder ahead and a shoulder that tried to break neckline. Be careful for that. I also showed you the measured move would be 33,100. This is also the end of a line here. Bounce, 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 bounce. Like we break that, we could see definitely more downside. So tomorrow's going to be a big day for the Dow. The stochastics RSI on the 1 hour and the 4 hour suggests we do get a pump up and we break out of this to the upside, but we'll see. We'll see, but that's what we see for the Dow when it does open tomorrow morning, okay? Unreal, right? 333 people watching, 222 likes. That's awesome. 333 with 222. Unbelievable. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Hope it's seen it, Mr. On-Max Action for all type Dogecoin. Pre-drips all the worst. Don't let the down market conduct your emotions. Name of your sex. Something is wrong with my Keurig. It's pre-dripping. This is... Oh my gosh. Pre-drips are the worst. Hope as soon as Mr. Elon Musk action for all type Dogecoin. GARI moving. I love it. I love it. Got total. Never mind. Something is wrong with my Keurig. You'll be all right. Don't worry. We'll send you a new one. With gold futures down, it also suggests the dollar will pump. Dustin, whatever you need, man, I'll help you out, bro. Gina Bombina, here's a recent audio recording. Spotify. What is that? I'm also on Spotify if you want to check me out. Sam Price Life Elixir. Wayward Planet podcast by Dustin Cava, one of my favorite people in the world. Check him out, man. Check him out. Dude's cool.
Oh, and there it goes, everyone. Check that out. New intro. Lots of newness here. Welcome, everyone.
Love that.
Wayward Planet. My name is BC Wayman, and this is our first attempt, our solo run, our maiden voyage is rich entrepreneurs are...
I like that. I like where that's going, actually. I like how he's entering into that. Unbelievable. All right, shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. I'm jumping back into the chat. Usually we do our analysis for the first hour. Then we jump into the chat, see what's happening, see what you guys want to talk about. Let's take a look back at GARI. It's altcoins, altcoin, and altcoin. We'll also take a look at our baby Zelda Inu. And people are saying that there's a little bit of action for Zelda Inu. Let's take a look at that as well. Zelda Inu, Xenu, baby, Xenu. Let's take a look at what we're seeing for Xenu. And we were all over it yesterday. Let's see what we were able to pull out of the market. No matter what's happening, you got to keep your mind right. If you can keep your mind right, you can get those gains, baby. You can get those gains. Zombie Inu, Zelda Inu. We'll just type in Zelda. Zelda Inu, ZDLA, right? Pretty sure we found it yesterday. It was in a wedge, pumped to the upside. Wow, look at that. Bang, bang, bang. So we talked about it going yesterday on the channel, possibly going up 62.9% gains, and it went right very close, 67. So this is what we did yesterday on the channel. Had you watched this idea, we slapped it in a cup and handle. I said Zelda Inu may pump to the, I like what I was seeing, you know, and I usually, if I start charting it and I look at it, it usually means I'm starting to sniff it out. When was that though? Was that last night on the channel, honestly, or was that yesterday? And what's great is you can see all my videos are timestamped, right? So every single video is timestamped, which is pretty cool. So if we go to show more, you can go here and you can look through all of these and you can see like, when did he go over that? Like, look, you know, Gary, you can look Gary, Phantom, Pax G, AVAX, C-War, right? Pongo, Bitcoin Gainers, Pongo Inu we went over too. RFox, C-War, Haka had some kind of news coming out there. XDC, Rye Stones, we went over that. That's funny. Look, you can see Gary, right? And you can see, what did I talk about Gary? I was like, well, it looks like it's highly likely to continue to pump. This is when we first looked at it. It didn't get the stop, and then I said it was going to pump out of that, and it did. Hold on, I want to see when I did talk about Zelda Inu, because I remember it. 2 days ago. Wow, I made so much content, can't remember which day it was. Funny. I think this was the same one. No, Fear and Greed Index. Bloom, bloom, bloom. Elon Musk news, bookmap. And you never know. My man never really misses, but you never know. It could happen, but it's very rare that he misses. He's like so on point. Was it last night? Like, did we call this? Maybe it was last night, which is kind of crazy, right? Bookmap, UOS, Bridge World, Carry, CKB, Volt, Inu, AP13, whatever. Now I'm OCD stuck on it. But we did go over this, Zelda Inu real fast. If I can find out where it is, who knows? Who knows? Massive shout out to Sammy's timestamp guru. Oh, he's the man, dude. He's the man. He does it every day without a day off, all the time. Look at, he never misses. Look at this, dude. Like, it's a full-time job keeping up with a dude like me, and he does a pretty dang good job, man. Shout out to my man Caldone, man. Love you, brother. And he's on the border of Ukraine, if it makes it any better. He lives 30 miles from the border of Ukraine and Russia. You know what I'm saying? So, bang, 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 man. Shout out to the 333 from Dustin Cava. Much respect to you and yours, man. But I know we went over this. Zelda Inu on the radar. Pump to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. 60% gains. Bang, bang, bang. And this is now, I mean, we played this before for 10x. Now we're getting back in when it bottomed out. So we didn't look at it. Remember, we sold it for 10x, left it alone for mad long, and now we come back for another 64% gains. Just take what we can. Don't, just take what the market can give you. Don't push it. Take what the market can give you. All right? Don't push it. There's nothing you can do. Don't force it. It is what it is, baby. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Caldona's my best friend, man. Well, he's a great dude. You must be a good dude too, man. He's one of my best friends now, man. He's a hard worker. I love that kid. He's in my circle, man. I love that kid. He works hard. He takes it very seriously. Like, he takes it very seriously. Like, when I say jump, he says how high, man. That kid doesn't play. I freaking love that kid. Like, that's the thing, man. Once you go out, I go hard. I have a lot of energy. I have a lot of loyalty. Once you go hard for me, I'll go hard for you for the rest of my life. Like, I'll be in your corner forever. You go hard for me. I'll never forget someone that went hard. He showed up one day. He said, listen, I'm in between work. I need some help. Could I help the channel? I said, jump on a board, man. What can you do? He said, I'll timestamp. I'll do whatever you need. He said, I'll get it done. I said, let me see what you got, baby. And he started doing. He said, I work for a month for free, and if you like what you like, then you can hire me on. I said, you know what? That's how you get paid, baby. That's how you get paid. That's a hustler. I mean, he made something out of nothing, bro. He found a YouTube channel. He found, he said, hey, I'm ready to go. And so take that as just take that, man. So this dude that's a hustle right there. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I hired him. And that's why he's on the team with me. And that's why I love the kid. I actually don't know his exact age. I think he's between 25 and 28, but I don't know. I never asked him his age. I'm guessing he's somewhere in his late 20s, but I don't know. Maybe he's 22 years old. I don't know. Super chats. You see the M pattern on the daily. FTM VR near update and dome. Ooh, you guys are coming through with the dome. Let's take a look at the super chats. Wow, super chats coming in strong. Do you see the M pattern on the daily? We talked about the M pattern on the daily. Is he talking about Bitcoin? I don't know what he's talking about. Do you see the M pattern on the daily? Let's take a look at Bitcoin USDT here. You could even look at Bitfinex, right? And he says, do you see the M pattern on the daily time frame? I mean, yeah, this is an M right here. See it? And it's possible that this is an M. For sure. We did get rejected up a little bit. That's a little strange. But the measured move for the M, the only reason I didn't suggest this is an M, this is why. Let me show you why. Let me show you. And it doesn't mean anything. It's just why I believe there's a chance. Because we would take like this to this, really, the length, right? And then we'd swing it down to where we should end up, which is the middle of the M, really. And it's a negative price for Bitcoin. It's a negative 12,000. Even if we took half, it's like 7,000. So usually the measured move does have to play out. If the measured move is a negative asset, I just don't see it playing out. We do even have a higher low here on the 3-day chart. So even though we're seeing, I know I'm in between because it's the market isn't easy. That's why we just go with support and resistance. Either we break through this level and hold or we don't. We short if we don't break a level. We long if we do. And that's it. It is what it is. There's really no other way around that. Okay? Yes, it's for Bitcoin. Yeah, so there's the answer to that first super chat. I do see the M pattern. I've talked about it numerous times. I say that we would go to negative 5,000 if we hit that level. So it's tough for me to believe in that. Also, we did push back up. But again, anything is possible. I'm open-minded to believe it could be an M pattern that could rest us back somewhere at $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 region. All right, so I'm open-minded. There's a chance that that's possible. I'm with you 100%. I do see the M pattern. Will it play out? There's a 68% chance, so it's not guaranteed. We could slither our way out of that. Super chat. Let's take a look at Phantom, which I think I spent some time on, but we'll go back to Phantom to an official look here for Phantom. Phantom is also in a double top M pattern. Look at that. All right, and you can see that it on the 3-day chart, it broke resistance. That was a place where you wanted to see it hold. Now our next really big area for support is 165. Phantom wicked there, 2 wicks though, and extremely oversold on the 3-day. That tells me that Phantom is bottoming out here and does want to make a move to the upside. I believe we're going to see some news for Phantom. You're going to see some big news. Like, they're not done yet. They're still developing. They're going to be one of the premier chains of the game. Well, Phantom could rival Ethereum. I know you don't believe me, but I really believe it can. It's one of the top DeFi movers in the game. It has so much more invested in it than a lot of the other chains. It's been moving. If we go to DeFi Llama, let's go over to DeFi Llama. Take a look at what Phantom is doing, okay? And see what the premier chain is here. Curve DAO doing its thing. Well, look, in the last 7-day change, all right? Let's see here. So DopeX has been moving. It's up 222% gains. Wow, DopeX. And that was a coin that was put on the radar by when we did our token metrics call. DopeX, DPX. We'll take a look at DPX, something you want to know about. Dark crypto moving. Look at this. Phantom Guru Elite up 96% in 7 days. Unbelievable. Dark crypto. So we've got some movers here. Interesting. And this is TVL on, the TVL rankings. DopeX is up 222,000%. 2,222,000% for DopeX. I mean, that's pretty ridiculous, if you ask me. Not too shabby, right? But, and look at Phantom. We can take a look at Phantom. It gives you the health of the market, what's happening here. And it's got a lot going on. Spooky Swap, Multi-Chain, Yearn, Scream, Geist, Curve DAO. Like, there's a lot being staked here. 7-day has gone down a little bit, but Phantom is killing them. I'm telling you right now. Phantom is doing good. 7.6 billion TVL locked. Okay? I mean, the chain is hot. The chain is hot right now, right? The chain is hot. So I like this multi-chain. Multi was hot. I think we want to look at multi-chain too. Look at multi. I mean, this is a good place to kind of mine data, all right, and get into it, all right. Let's take a look at multi-chain. $14 coin, up 5% today, and it's a $278 million market cap with an Ethereum address. Damn, I wish it didn't. Right, that sucks. You think, wait, it doesn't have a, you know, it's only on SushiSwap or Beethoven. Funny, multi. But the TVL is huge in this thing. It's crazy. Multichain.org. Cross-chain router protocol, the ultimate router for Web 3.0. Why multi-chain? Non-custodial MBC, non-slippage swap, multi-chain router. Supported chains. Ooh. Cross-chain ecosystem. Integrated 1,603 projects and 33 chains. 33 chains, our favorite number, right? Wow, look at all the tokens. 1,600 supported tokens. Not bad. Although Rubik does more with 10,000 tokens, you can buy almost anything on Rubik, but it may not be as, this may be less expensive. Multichain.org. You know, I want to start one of these. Anyone wants to work with me on development about a multi-chain ecosystem and development system, I believe we could work together. I could find out good ways to make it better. You work with me. Any developers out there want to start something cool? I want to work, baby. I want to work. I want to create something like that. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Calling yourself Crypto Lifers and jumping on into the live stream. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all. The M pattern starting on the daily as February 4th. Thank you so much for that. Let's take a look at VR, which had a deal with Dell. Went down the tubes, right? Was one of my premier coins. Absolutely love this thing. The 3-day says it's bottoming out. Honestly, this is a coin that you could start building a position in. And not you, me. I mean me, anybody. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just talking out loud in my head here. This is a coin I believe is worth start building a position in. I think I'm willing to kind of, and when I build positions in things like these, it's small. If I had 200 grand in the bank, right? If only. But if I had 200 grand in the bank in cash, right? I would use 300 bucks at a time to grab a little bit of this coin until I had 10 times, maybe 20 times. Now I have 3 grand, 6 grand. Then I hold it. To me, this could be a bottom. It's starting to bottom. Why do I believe it could be a bottom? Because of the 3-day chart. We go to the 3-day chart on this thing, and not the 3-day, the daily really even, but the daily. I mean, how much lower can we go? We've been beat to the ground. However, you are catching a falling knife, and that's not my strategy. We could see it go all the way back down here to 0.006. I mean, how crazy would that be? So again, it's high risk, high reward when you're doing stuff like this. But this is, I never buy. Like normally you see me, I go, I wouldn't touch this thing. The only reason I touch coins like this is if I believe in the project. I do believe in this. I mean, they have a deal with Dell. To me, I mean, come on now. I believe people just don't know enough about this project, but Victoria VR could rise to the depths, rise out of the depths of this bottom period and move to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for this double bottom on the daily time frame. All right. The 1 hour does want to push up. It's saying enough is enough. I've had enough. Again, the market's struggling right now too. So if Bitcoin dumps, this thing will continue to dump. It just doesn't have the legs. However, these are just dirt cheap prices for an amazing project. Something about this is calling my name, I have to admit. And I haven't deployed any capital in anything, but something about this is calling my name on the lows. On the lows. You know, I didn't get a lot of it. I swung traded it. It was a pretty good swing trade a couple times. I didn't get a long-term bag of it, even though I really like the project. Bearish cross, though, on the stochastics, and we didn't get it below. It's a bad... it's tough when I have a system that gives me the highest probability, and it's telling me that there's a probability that we dump even more to the downside. So I'm not jumping in yet, but I do say this is on my radar. 15 cents. Oh my gosh, how much lower can it go? Victoria VR, though, that's my assessment right now. I'd watch it very, very closely. It's, you're trying to catch a falling knife at this point. There's no level of support or resistance really to hold it. It just has one candle. So there's no guarantees for anything. All we can do is watch the oscillations on these 4 hour, 1 hour, and see where we go. Right now, that says it suggests we bounce to the downside. If we hold 22, 23, and I see us back above 26 in the next week or two, then I may begin to build a bag. But I do like this project a lot. I really do. Will SHIBA break the internet tomorrow? Why would SHIBA break the internet tomorrow? That's interesting. With SHIBverse? Is SHIBverse coming out tomorrow? Is that what's happening? Wow, SHIBA is showing some signs of strength compared to the rest of the market. It went up, came down, and it's still in that Bitcoin run, though. It's still doing the Bitcoin idea here, right? And again, high on the 4-hour without breaking a previous high. Like, so the 4-hour rolled over on almost everything right now, and it's bearish. You could throw, if you had to throw it in something, you'd have to say it's in something like this, and that's just, it's just an ugly bear pennant, ugly bear flag, you know? And it does suggest more downside. It does suggest more downside. All right. So something that it's not healthy, not looking good. All right. So yikes. You know, it's market. And again, I'm not guaranteeing anything's going to happen. Like, oh, it's guaranteed. This is just the probability. This is the probability. We formed one of these, we were able to kind of find our way out of it. And we were struggling here when we got high on the 4-hour. And it looked like we weren't going to make it out, but we did somehow. We did somehow. So anything is possible. Remember that. Anything is possible. Always be open-minded. This is also a bigger falling wedge here, you can see, that does want to break to the upside. Shiba Inu. Can you get on out? Levels of support are showing. Let's take a look at the daily chart. The daily wants to reset like everything else. We did come out of the depths. Everyone has to forget, we did hit this low. We popped out. That's a higher low on a macro scale. All right. We're hitting a 786 Fibonacci from a bigger area. If you drew this fib, it's coming back down to a 618. Technically, look. Impulse to impulse. We're coming back down to the 618. Tweezer bottoms with the daily wanted to push on up. So there's an idea, possibly a Sammy cup and handy. Remember the day when there's all those, remember the days when I draw 50 to 60 cup and handles? Sammy cup and handy for the win. Can you believe that? How many times that guy gonna draw a cup and handle? I mean, for crying out loud, Bob. I mean, that guy dropped back like Troy Aikman. I'm telling you right now. Troy Aikman, did you watch Troy Aikman? I mean, I'm telling you right now. I used to sit there day in and day out, man. Troy Aikman was the best. There wasn't a better quarterback in the game. Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, and Emmitt Smith. The Dallas Cowboys of the 90s. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. No. But honestly, nobody beats Joe Montana, baby. Nobody beats Joe Montana. Everyday Joe, baby. Never lost a Super Bowl, 4 straight. Joe Montana. 4 Super Bowls, 4 wins, banging on him. He also, when he went to the Chiefs, he always took them to the playoffs as well. Had some amazing games with the Chiefs. I get goosebumps talking about Joe Montana, watching him with my dad. Absolutely love Joe Montana, man. He was my hero. Like, I freaking wanted to be Joe Montana so bad. The blonde hair, man. When you got blonde hair and you see these powerful blonde, you see guys blonde hair just doing them. Like I used to see Brad Pitt. I'm like, man, that guy's just, he's, everybody wants to beat this dude, I see Troy Aikman. I'm like, everybody wants to beat this dude. I was a young kid. I was like, man, I got blonde hair. Could I be Troy Aikman? Could I be Brad Pitt? It's like, I had this vision of greatness ever since I was a child. I was like, I got to be great, man. I got to be great. Look at these great people in the world, whatever. I mean, they're actors or whatever, but, they did the same thing every day. And they were consistent about it over and over again until they got good at something. Same idea, same logic, right? You name the coin, it does not matter. GSX, Hedgic. Rose even had some idea of a pump there, but came right back down. Thought it could pump out. We got stopped out on that channel. And again, take it easy. Take it easy. I don't overtrade in situations like this, right? ARPA, that was the hottest thing in the game, right? That thing was moving. Let's take a look at ARPA BTC. This coin was hot. It was doing well against Bitcoin. And look, it's still in this flag right here that we're talking about. It hasn't really left the flag. You can see the daily resetting here for ARPA BTC. So look at this. It never hit the stop. We could just extend this. It didn't hit the stop yet. Stop loss is down here, showing signs of support here for ARPA. $29.9.7% gains coming, right? If it can break it out of this. I like what I'm seeing for this. I'm telling you, there's strong support right here too. If we go back in time, watch ARPA BTC. This thing has been the gift that keeps on giving. I'm going to readjust the pattern. The older entry is still open though, but we'll readjust the pattern. Probably the 4 hours hitting a high with rejection. It is, but you know what? There's some strong support there and some wickage. This could flip on us. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Yeah, I mean, I like this coin right now. ARPA, BTC, I can't explain it. But for whatever it does, for whatever its concepts are based on, it tends to beat up on Bitcoin more than any other coin I've been seeing recently. Risks 9% to gain 33. Could even kind of go closer to the level 7, make it a 4-to-1 risk-reward ratio. Not too shabby. ARPA BTC. If there's one coin out there, it looks like it may be that. Also, we're going to look at ETH BTC. We're going to also look at some ETH pairs. You know, when in doubt, look around. KuCoin now supports margin trading of Hero. That could get Hero more back on the map. So now you can margin trade Hero coin, which is interesting as well. Let's take a look at here at AR. What's that sound? Oh, my wife is vacuum cleaning, huh? Wow. She vacuum cleans like once every other day, which is kind of nice. I mean, the house is always spotless. And she gets a cleaning crew every 2 weeks. So you can only imagine how clean the house is. It's pretty ridiculous. But she's a neat freak. She grew up Afghan. I would go to her aunt's house. Her aunt would always be vacuum cleaning. No, her aunt would vacuum clean every single day. Every morning. Once a day, she would vacuum clean the house. So their houses, like the Afghan people, they just... And you think, oh, no, they live in the mountains. No. They are the cleanest people I've ever seen. Her cousin, I go over to her cousin's house, her wife, like, she doesn't let the kids touch the clothes. No, I'm not lying. She doesn't let the kids touch the clothes. Like she goes and pulls their clothes out neat. Like, all their clothes are perfect. The house is spotless. Like, you put one thing somewhere, she's like, oh, nope. You know, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, you can't beat that. There's nothing wrong with that. Look at NMR, broke this resistance point and broke to the downside. Bang, bang, bang. It just couldn't hold that level. Look, we were super oversold in the 1 hour. And even though we were going to get a pump, look, and that doesn't always mean you're going to get a pump. Look at this. That's something to learn. Look at that. Bearish tones. And that's why support and resistance are so key. You couldn't get above resistance. So it didn't matter what the Stokes were saying. If you can't get above resistance, you can do whatever you want with the stochastics RSI. It does not matter. Okay, back into the super chats. Someone I think asked about Near Protocol. If I can remember correctly, let's take a look here. ACH, very nice bull flag. I wish my Thai wife was that way. Shout out to Crypto Cash in the game. I need an Afghani wifer. You're funny. Send her over, Gina Bombina. Bird is the word. Stack McChange. Patience, my friend. What happened to my Dome super chat? Super chat, Near update in Dome. Patience, Crypto Cash. Patience. We get to all the super chats. Take a deep breath, my friend. Take a deep breath. You say that again, and I will mute you, kick you out of the stream, and never talk to you. No, I'm just... I'll kick you out of the stream. You'll never write a comment again. You ever disrespect me on this live stream again. Ever. And me and you are gonna have some serious problems. You ain't nothing till you snap into a Slim Jim. I'm gonna get there no matter what. Don't worry, my friend. We're gonna get there, buddy. Afghan pink tea is amazing. Babe, get me the pink tea, babe. They told me the Afghan pink tea, babe. How come you didn't tell me about it? You're supposed to be Afghan, babe. Oh my God, she's here. She's right here. Come here. Just come here. She never comes on. She never comes on, my sweetie. She came on. Guys, you brought her on. Now she's getting nervous. She wants to get off. She's like, don't keep me here forever. She's like, I'm trying to get out. Trying to get out. BB, there she is, everybody. She runs the show, everyone. She does so much for the channel, so much for you lifers. She answers all the emails. She has her friend running customer service. She works so hard. Look at all the hearts for the wife, man. Oh my God, look at that. Oh man, she better hit that like button, baby. Applause. I love the stream for the TA and the jokes and the family. You're the man, dude. Shout out to Farmer D, dude. I love you, Farmer D. Whoa, wifer. Look at, they can't believe it. Congrats, man. I'm married to crypto. Little Schmitty loves you. Look at this. Woohoo. God bless her. Mark Max, you're gonna make me cry. Look at all the love, wifer. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. You both are so beautiful. It's insane. Oh man, that was awesome. Love. Wifer. Great stuff. Congratulations for your beautiful wife, Chief. The wifer, good vibes. We love the wifer. The crypto wifer and the crypto lifer. Wifer. Oh, now I subscribe for a year. A crypto Jimbo. Wifer Cypher. All right, let's take a look at Near Protocol and what we're seeing here. Let's take a look at Near Protocol on the daily time frame. And Near's been hot. It's pumped up to 20, came back down to 10, pumped up to 15, came back down to 9. And you guys almost brought the tears out of the crypto lifer today. You almost brought the tears out. But I held them in. But that just to see, I love my wife so much. She's been through so much in the last couple of years. Losing her father to COVID, losing her grandmother, her just, taking care of her grandmother who's been in an old age home for 4.5 years, taking care of her grandmother every day until she moved in with me. My wife is a saint. I'll tell you what, man. Behind every great man is an even greater woman. And I truly believe that. I love my wife with all my heart. Greatest girl in the world, man. Greatest girl in the world. So Near Protocol. Could it make a move? All depends on Bitcoin. It really does. But it's showing some signs of life here. And it's sitting at 936. See if it can hold. It's all about that level that we just drew. If it can hold 937, even 883 is going to be my line in the sand. It holds 883. You might want to open up a long on this. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence, your own research. Holds 883. I might personally want to open up a long. If it doesn't, I'm looking at 657 for my next entry. All right. Now, if Bitcoin isn't dumping, I'm removing whoever just said Bitcoin is dumping. A tip for the beautiful wife from Crypto Cash for the 99. Thank you so much, man. That's very, very nice of you to tip my wife like that. Strong men also cry. Strong men also cry. It's you gotta love it, right? Wait. You know what's coming, right?
Excuse me? Bunny Lebowski. She is the light of my life. Are you surprised at my tears, sir?
Good fucking A, man.
Strong men also cry. Strong men also cry. I received this fact.
It's just the best, man. I love that. Like, strong men also cry. Sorry. Near Protocol. Let's take a look at Dome, my friend. Dome. D-O-M-E. Dome. Wow, look at this thing. ZLDA just really pushing up, showing signs of strength. Let's take a look at Zelda right now and what it's doing, because it's showing some love right now to the market. We nailed it for 64% gains for ZLDA. Bang, 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 bang. Shout out to anyone that jumped into ZLDA. So we hit GARI for 87. We hit ZLDA for 67, and we keep taking gains off the table. Despite the market. And I'm telling you, I look in the far corners of the world for the coin that can move. And we find them. I'm telling you right now, we spend this much obsessive time looking through the market, we're going to find the coins that are going to be hot, Let's take a look at REC. REC trying to make a move here for my man Beats. Produce the beats. Let's take a look at REC on Coinbase USDT, also on Bitfinex, KuCoin, and Binance. You can get this thing anywhere you need it. REC trying to make a bit of a move here. It's in the wedge, trying to bust out of the wedge, forming that consolidated pattern here. I like what I'm seeing. It's making a higher low off that movement here, bouncing off that support region. Look, shoulder, head, a bit of a shoulder there. Can Requiem get above here? Or Request Network, I think it is. Can it get above 24 cents? If it can do that, what I'd be looking for is I wouldn't get the initial pop. It could pop. I'd let it get the retest here and get that move out. I'd be watching REC closely. It could be one of the only coins that actually moves today. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. As someone said, Bitcoin is dumping. Is Bitcoin dumping? What a massive dump for Bitcoin. It's just dumping. Come on. All right, you have to be removed from the channel. That's what I say. I said, if people say Bitcoin's dumping and it's not dumping, they have to be removed. It is what it is, right? That's how it is, right? That's my biggest pet peeve. Bitcoin's dumping and it's not dumping, right? Again, just look at the levels that I placed out. Like, it's really this simple. It's as simple as this. It really is as simple as this. I know you don't believe me, but it is. Like, the bulls need to regain support above 39 and 42K. If we don't, highly likely we go to 36 and 34, and then we can talk about 30K and everything else. So we can't regain support above these areas. Look for more downside. It's quite that simple. All right? It's quite that simple. Let's look at Dome. I'm excited to look at Dome because Dome was hot, and we made a killing on Dome. We made a good, my wife doesn't like me when I say that. We make a nice gain on Dome, Everdome, for the BUSDT pair or for the BNB pair, either one. We'll take a look at the BUSD pair, Everdome. And Everdome, we were all over Everdome. Highly likely it was going to push to the upside. We liked what we saw there. Look what we got out of Everdome. I posted it here for the first time ever, and we made 285% gains. I'm out of here. Don't worry. It's 11:34. All right. 200. Really? Really? They said that? Really? Wow. For the month of March, I'll be on BitBoy every single Friday at 5 p.m. It's going to be pretty cool. I think that's when BitBoy likes to go on, too. I think he likes Friday afternoons, I'm telling you. Dude, that's exciting. Thank you, babe. It's good news, right? It's good news, everybody. I'll be on BitBoy every single Friday, man. I love those people, man. The fact that they give me that much love, man, much respect to them. And, like, that's awesome. Like, what nice people. Like, you don't have to do stuff like that. They could just do their own thing. They have to care about little old Sammy, crypto lifer. But they did. And they did. And, you know, hey, real recognize real. I put in that work. He puts in that work. He says, hey, I don't care that I have 1 million. I put in that work. You know what? BitBoy's a real dude. I'll tell you that. You can say whatever you want about him. I know Crypto Love knows him, and me and Crypto Love are cool. And I'll tell you right now, Crypto Love put BitBoy on his channel when he first came out, and then they put him on the channel. So Everdome's looking really nice right now. I'll tell you guys that right now. I can see another 100 and some odd gains coming out of it. We already gave you Everdome down here. I gave you Everdome down here. Like, no one else did this. The market was horrible. We gave you hundreds of % gains over and over again. We gave you Everdome, Zelda Inu, a baby Lambo Inu, Volt Inu. The list goes on. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on. What more can I do, baby? What more can I do? While the rest of you YouTubers are crying over Bitcoin dumping, we're finding microcap gems that pump. I am a survivalist. I will never sit back and just let the market take me down. I will find a way in or out. I will short it to the ground. I will do whatever I have to do to survive. I'm here this far, no matter how they tried to push me down. I should never have my own YouTube channel. I should have gone to a 9 to 5. I should have stayed depressed. I should have stayed unmotivated. I should have said, nah, not me. I'm never going to get there. But no, I dug deep. I put my pants on one leg at a time. I dug through the mud, baby. No, but I'm serious. Like, I went hard, baby. I went hard. And you know what? When you go hard, you get results. And when you push at the speed of light, you move at the speed of light, my friends. You live on a space station and you enter the ionosphere. I'm telling you right now. So, shout out to Wigwam. Shout out to my dude. If you want one of these, please order them up. Just email me, hit me up, let me know. I'll hit him up. I got to get his contact information. We got to show his whole stuff. But Texas Tubes on Instagram, I believe Texas Tubes on Instagram, DM him immediately. Say, I need a Vortex orb. These things are amazing. So jump on in. These things will blow your mind. Absolutely crazy. Vortex orbs blow your absolute mind. All right. I wonder what that was like watching me with the Vortex orbs in my head. Pretty nuts. I actually kind of have to go back and watch that. That's pretty insane. That looks insane. That's bugging me out right now. Yo, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, everyone. I like what I'm seeing for Everdome. Possible shoulder, head, and a right shoulder there. Also possible shoulder. Look at this. I see an inverted. I see two inverted, but I see a better one here. Look, I see the shoulder, I see the head, and I see the shoulder. I'll readjust my head. Let me move my head over a little bit. That doesn't sound right. I'm sorry. Sorry, ladies. It wasn't. All right. I'm going to move on from there because it just. I don't know what you do there. I got myself in a bit of a hole, you know? Now that sounds weird. Oh, God. Jesus. I put my head in the hole. Oh my God. I'm just as a complete. I'm not doing what. How do I get out of this now? Oh my gosh. This is a sticky situation. No. Oh. Jeez. Gosh. I like Dome right here, going up to 111% gains, right? Entry, bing. Let me put on an RSR indicator. Where's Gina Bombino when you need her? Gina, save me, man. Say something worse than I would say. I love you, Gina. You're the best. I really do. You're such a sweetheart. Such a sweetheart. Beautiful wife with a sweet spirit. Back to Dome, thank God. I'm going to pray for you. Doing my hair. Boss, one guy sent you a great quote for Super Chat. Don't miss it. Hey, Chief, what's the difference between Rubik and Rubik's? Rubik is I don't know, actually. That's a good question. It's a great question. A tip for the beautiful wifer. Thank you so much. Who gave me a quote? Someone gave me a quote for a Super Chat? What do you mean by that? I'm trying to find out what you mean by that. Will SHIB break the internet tomorrow? I don't know. I hope it does. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be awesome. Honestly, there's so much development. Everyone's worried about Bitcoin, but we got so much happening in the metaverse and so much happening in the space. It's just so funny to be obsessed with one coin, right? It's just so weird to me. Especially one that just, I'm not saying I love Bitcoin. It's an amazing product. But again, it's not a metaverse coin, right? So anyway, we'll get to the bottom of it at one point in our lifetime. But right here, Dome, right? You can risk 25. I could risk 25% to gain 100. That's a 4-to-1 risk-reward ratio. So you throw in $500, it either goes to zero or you make a killing, right? So anyway, I like Everdome here. We've played it before. It's made a big move to the upside. Watch the 15-minute, but I like Everdome. Also follow me at CryptoLifer33. You might just get a coin sent right to your feed. Bang, 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 bang. I mean, we've given you so many amazing coins in the last few weeks that have pumped to the upside. Unbelievable. Everdome. Nice consolidative move. Also, I'm going to pull a Fibonacci here from this first impulse up to the manager point here, and you can see where are we sitting? Where are we sitting? Let's look here. We bounce here. Look at that. At the 618 Fibonacci. And even that, we were inside the golden pocket. The golden pocket would have been here at the 0.65 and the 0.68. You can always right-click your Fibonacci level, hit the settings, and you can click on this, and you can make this and I heed everybody to do this, 0.065, add the 0.065. You can also add the 706, 0.706, right? Make sure there's a zero there, and bang, bang, bang. I like to cover these extra yellow. Like I make that one, white. Yeah, I make, yeah, that could be white there. And then I make the 706 like a bright yellow because these I want to stand out. These are places where we definitely come back to institutional support, and that's crazy. These little coins really do follow it. And look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder, as I stated. We're in the golden pocket. This thing could do damage. It just came out. We talked about it down here. Dome, when it first came out at 2 cents, and we'd be holding a beautiful pump. It went all the way to 10 cents. We did a 5X on that, if you can believe that. I mean, really, 2 cents, 2.5 cents, fine, a 4X, up to 10 cents. We did a 4X on Dome. Unbelievable. 400% gains, coming back down. I like what I'm seeing. Again, all odds, high risk reward. It's a newer coin out there, but it's connected to MetaHero, Everdome, and it can do some big things. So I would watch it closely. I've been putting it on the radar. It's something I like. It's something I've been talking about. Again, you do whatever makes you happy. This is just my own research that I do every day with you guys watching it. And if you like what I'm putting down, then you like it. It is what it is. Zelda Inu could get some more gains. Let's take a look at... Actually, I want to go back to Zelda Inu too for a second. And Dome is on Pancake. Okay? If you don't know how to get into that, and if you like everything that you saw here today and it blew your mind, I have a beginner's course every single Tuesday from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern time. That's New York City time. No matter where you're on the world, just look up where you are and, use the Google to find out the time there. And I'll be there waiting. We used to have a class between 5, 10, 15. It's been up to 20 people. It's an amazing time. We ask questions and answers at the end. We get to know each other. I have a blast. It's 2 hours. I usually stay an extra half an hour. We have a blast. 3 to 5:30. Jump on in every single Tuesday. I'd love to see you there. I think you'd have a blast. I'll teach you all about all this different stuff, how to make your support and trend lines, how to draw your patterns, how to draw Fibonacci, right? Trend lines, trend line analysis, MACD, moving average convergence and divergence, and more. So if you want to know what I'm doing here, and I give you a 9-point checklist at the end inside of a PowerPoint, giving you proper risk management, so much stuff to teach you and get you going in cryptocurrency. So if you just want, it's basically a basic beginner's course into technical analysis. That's every single Tuesday from 3 to 5. I would love it if you jumped on in. I'd love to see you there. $99. It's a great way to invest in yourself and start getting new knowledge. People go to college. Why? They pay for the knowledge so they can get a better degree. All you have to do is pay $99 for me to get a better degree. That degree will blow your mind, a degree in technical analysis. So I'll start you off in your first course, your first credit in TA, and you can go from there for only $100 an hour, $100 for 2 hours, $50 an hour. You can't find it any less. It's not less expensive anywhere else in the world. I'm telling you right now. So Everdome, I like what we saw for Everdome. Possible move here. We got our fibs drawn. We got an inverted head and shoulder. We got a falling wedge that breaks out 68% of the time. And we're also resistance, bouncing off previous support. So we have support and resistance, Fibonacci, patterns, and risk management because we're using the risk management tool with the 3 to 8 risk reward ratio. So much going on here that you probably have no clue if you just didn't know. I'll teach you all this and then $99. So, and I give you homework to perfect it so you can keep moving. Shout out to everyone here on the live. I have to jump on out of here for the day. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. I'm a software dev in fintech, and I'm looking to move into blockchain. Give me a shout if you're looking for devs. Faz, I'm definitely email cryptolifers@gmail because I'll forget. If you could. Shout out to all the love for the wifer. A tip for the beautiful wife. Thank you so much. Hey, Chief, what's the difference between Rubik and Rubix? I don't know, honestly. I know Rubik is the coin that I like. That is Rubik is where you can go and do a bunch of, swapping. So I like Rubik, the Rubik exchange. Maybe the Rubik's coin is part of it or something, but I believe Rubik is the coin. It's a multi-chain swap, right? Where you can do anything you want. Rubix, I don't know. Let's take a look. Let's change this to Rubix and see what you're saying. Rubix RBT. Okay. Rubix is something completely different. I would stay away from Rubix. Modular blockchain architecture, Web3 scale apps at zero gas fees. Millions of subnets on one chain. More on Rubix. Robust consensus. Portable, super fast. Post-quantum. Best proof of work and proof of stake. Proof of pledge. Our commutes are blah, blah, blah. Rubix is green. Rubix in the news. Interesting. January 8th, January 21st, 27th, actually. Just getting out there. Now we know. Rubix is a multi-chain swap with a C. Rubix with an S is a Web 3.0 scalability protocol with zero gas fees. All right, so there you go. What's the difference between Rubik and Rubix? We answered the question unbelievably, even though I didn't even know. Don't forget to like and sub, everybody. Best live ever are right here with the lifer and the wifer. Thank you so much. Video coming out within the hour. Check me out, lifers. Shout out to XRP Muser, Crypto Muser. Follow him, man. He's got a video coming out. He needs all the support. It's not easy doing YouTube. He's coming out there. Let's get him up. Let's get him boosted. My man, Crypto Muser. I'll call him XRP Music because it's stuck. But Crypto Muser, baby. Let's look at Crypto Muser. Check him out right here. 270 subs. We're getting him. He's all the way. He's grinding, baby. 60 views, 70 views, 100 views, 194. Man, look at that. Keep moving, baby. Keep moving. He's doing well, and he's giving really good information and really good data, and he has a sexy voice like the Crypto Lifer. So if you like sexy guys with sexy voices, no, I'm just messing around. Sorry, I shouldn't go there. I'm just trying to make you all laugh. Let's go, Lifer. Let's go, Muser. Shout out to Stack McChain. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on it. TA, moron. Oh, that's horrible. Really? Did you say moron? TA, moron. Make no sense, man. You could have let it dip more and got more for your money. Why would someone buy $19,000 Bitcoin when it's plummeting down? Jesse, leave. Because you don't know where the bottom is, man. Boss, one guy sent you a great quote for Super Chat. Don't miss. I don't know where it is, man. He's a Hornet, true American borough artist, and he's part of one of my favorite shops in the country. Oh, that's cool. All right, everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. You can see my wife just yelled she's in the car. I got to jump on out of here for the day. Stay situated, stay focused, stay connected. Don't worry. Have no fear. The market makers trying to drain you to the ground. That's what they do. Stay positive, stay focused, have no fear. And I'll be back on the next live stream tomorrow. If you want to join my trading group, jump on in. I'll be there throughout the day, keeping them updated on Bitcoin, having fun, being motivated, and finding our way through the cryptocurrency space. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Be careful, be safe. Monday's high volatility. Let's get through Monday. Markets open tomorrow. We'll see where we end up. I love you all. There's no words that I can express my true gratitude to each and every one of you for showing up every single day to the live. But I love each and every one of you, and I thank you all for coming on to the live. I'll see you all tomorrow for Bitcoin and the analysis, world analysis, total market cap, and more. What levels will we hold tonight? We will find out, and I'll keep you guys updated. I see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much, and I'll see my patrons in the rooms. If you're joining into I also have 2 sessions today. I will see people at my tutoring sessions. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. I want to make sure I make eye contact when I say goodbye, and then I put my end screen down, right? I love you all. Have a great day. Peace. Crypto is life.